may be 25 years old, which in modern cruise ship terms puts it very near the end of an average ship lifespan. It may be a smaller ship, only accommodating 670 guests, which is on the lower end even for a mid-sized cruise ship nowadays. It may only offer a pair of specialty restaurants, not the long list of dining venues you'll find on today's brand new ships. And it doesn't offer all the fancy technology and monumental public spaces and lavish performance shows that even its newer sister ship, the Vista, provides. Nevertheless, the Oceania Sirena is a charming, graceful luxury ship, and personally one of our favorite ships we've ever been on. So please, join us as we show you around the Oceania Sirena and all its public spaces, here on Calling All Ports with Andrew and Diana.
Oceania Cruises currently has 7 ships in operation, and Sirena is one of 4 sister ships that forms the core of the line's fleet. Alongside the nearly identical Regatta, Insignia, and Nautica, the Sirena is an R-Class ship, originally built in 1999 for Renaissance cruises. These R-Class ships are much loved among seasoned small to mid-sized ship cruisers, and Oceania now owns 4 of the 8, with the other 4 currently sailing for Azamara Cruises. Originally known as the R4, after Renaissance went bankrupt, Sirena was transferred to Princess Cruises, where between 2002 and 2016, she sailed as both the Tahitian Princess and the Ocean Princess. The ship then entered the Oceania fleet in 2016. She was extensively refurbished by Oceania when she was acquired in 2016, and then revamped again in 2019. As we tour the ship, you'll see some lingering touches from her Renaissance and Princess Cruise years, though overall the retrofits have given Sirena a chic, classic, yet modern look that we love. Sirena has 9 public decks, decks 3, 6, 7, and 8 primarily housing guest staterooms. That means the bulk of the ship's public areas are split between decks 9, 10, and 11 at the top of the ship, and decks 4 and 5 down below.
We'll begin our tour here up top, and then we'll work our way down through the ship. Deck 11 consists of only a small outdoor sports deck situated forward on the ship. It has a golf putting green at the very front with gorgeous views looking out over the bow. There's a shuffleboard court on the port side. Shuffleboard's our personal favorite cruise deck game, and we spent a lot of time up here during our Mediterranean cruise. There's loads of room up here for sun loungers, and in fact the entire starboard side is an open sun deck. Though Serena's cruise director told us there are plans to put in a pickleball court in this space in the near future. From here you can look down over the other outdoor spaces on decks 10 and 9. Moving down to deck 10, there's the outdoor fitness track in the ship's midsection, along with interior spaces forward and aft. The Horizons bar and smoking lounge at the front, and in the aft, there's the library and a pair of specialty restaurants, Red Ginger and Tuscan Stake. Sitting above the pool deck, here's the outdoor fitness track for walking and jogging. It's a fairly short track. I believe it takes about 13 laps to go a mile. So if you're trying to walk or run for distance, you'll be up here for a while, and you'll get to know your oncoming trackmates well, as you'll be passing them quite regularly. Give them a smile and a nod. But whether you're out for a run or just a casual stroll, it's a great view from up here.
Heading inside and forward on deck 10, there's a large observation lounge, which Oceania calls Horizons. Though on the way in from the fitness track, first you'll pass the smoking lounge on the port side. This is a fully enclosed smoking room for cigars, pipes, and cigarettes too. And on the starboard side, there's an identically sized space that houses the artist loft on the Insignia, though on Sirena, this room is closed up and appears unused. We'll be curious to see if Oceania puts this vacant space to use sometime in the future. Now we come into Horizons, which is Sirena's largest bar and lounge. It's a traditional observation lounge with lots of comfortable seating and 180-degree views out over the bow of the ship. During the day, Horizons is host to a variety of games and activities, such as indoor golf putting and bag toss, aka cornhole. And this is a great space to sit and read and chat, grab a coffee from one of the self-serve coffee machines. And this is also where the afternoon tea is hosted. In the evenings, Horizons is of course a cocktail bar and one of the ship's main hubs for pre- and post-dinner socializing. And there's music up here too. The Serena Show Band, which is a house jazz pop band, they play here most nights, along with a pre-recorded dance music dubbed the Jukester Jukebox, and the occasional karaoke night.
Jumping to the back of the ship on deck 10, there's a library with views out over the upper pool deck. It's really quite an impressive library for a ship this size. It's well stocked with a variety of fiction and nonfiction books, including many current titles. Oceania does a really nice job of curating their book selections. And this is also a large space with big, comfortable couches and chairs. The sitting's well spread out in here, allowing for a feeling of privacy, even though it's obviously a public space. In the center, there's a faux fireplace and this impressive fresco-style mural painting on the ceiling. It's a nice, quiet, relaxing getaway. Finally, all the way in the aft of the ship, we come to Sirena's two specialty restaurants, Red Ginger at aft port and Tuscan Stake at aft starboard. This configuration is unique to Sirena. The otherwise identical Regatta, Insignia, and Nautica have the Toscana and Polo Grill restaurants instead. Red Ginger is Oceania's Pan-Asian restaurant. Like Red Ginger on other Oceania ships, the decor features golden walls, deep red furnishings, and ebony accents. Dining at Red Ginger is included in your fare, as is the case with Tuscan Stake too. Though space is limited and you need to book reservations in advance, they can book up quickly and you should be prepared to be flexible with your dining times. Both specialty restaurants are open only for dinner, so 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. There's no lunch service, unfortunately, not even on sea days. Across the way is Tuscan Stake, which is a one-of-a-kind restaurant exclusive only to Serena. Basically, to make room for Red Ginger, they created Tuscan Stake as a mashup of Oceania's signature Italian restaurant, Toscana, and Oceania's classic steakhouse Polo Grill. It's a slimmed down menu, so you're not getting the entire Toscana and Polo Grill menus to choose from, rather only highlights that are quote-unquote inspired by what you'll find in those specialty dining establishments on board Oceania's other ships. Nevertheless, it's a sizable menu, so hearty meals served here to be sure. The decor skews a little more toward the steakhouse side of the spectrum, and at night, be warned, this restaurant is dark. The lights are dimmed real down low.
Shuffling down to deck 9 at midship, there's the pool area. Forward, there's the Aquamar Spa and Fitness Center, and aft, there's the Terrace Cafe buffet. It's a classic teak-decked pool area filled with cushy towel-lined loungers and more than a dozen of these large daybeds. It's a small yet adequately sized pool, and there's a pair of whirlpools too. At one end of the pool, there's a bandstand for live entertainment, and at the other end of the pool is the Waves Bar. Tucked here in the forward port of the pool deck is table tennis, and on the forward starboard corner is the other designated smoking area. Over at the aft port corner of the pool deck, there's also this little nook that they call the patio, which is a shaded and weather-protected outdoor area furnished with a handful of sofas and oversized loungers. And opposite on the aft starboard side is a Waves Grill, which is open for breakfast, light bites, and also lunch until 4 p.m. For lunch, Waves Grill offers the typical sandwiches, burgers, and hot dogs. And though you can order entrees like lobster and steak, which they'll cook to order and serve you here on the pool deck. And there's also an ice cream station here at Waves Grill, which serves a scrumptious Humphrey Slocum ice cream. And if you don't know what that is, check out our 11 things you need to do on an Oceania cruise video. You'll thank us. We promise.
While we're talking about food, here in the aft of Deck 9 is the Terrace Cafe, Oceania's casual self-service buffet restaurant. It's a sizable location that seats at least a couple hundred people between the indoor and outdoor sitting areas. It's the outdoor terrace that's obviously the buffet's namesake, and it's the star of the show here. A great spot for alfresco dining with awesome views out over the stern of the ship. The buffet itself is fairly small, yet offers a terrific variety of food. Menus rotate daily, and put simply, the food here is excellent. We've talked about the buffet food in previous Oceania videos, and we'll have a separate Oceania dining guide video out soon, but no doubt the Terrace Cafe here on Serena ranks among our all-time favorite cruise ship buffets. One other nice thing about Oceania is that they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the buffet. It does not convert to a specialty dining restaurant in the evening, as is the case with the buffet on a lot of other luxury and ultra-luxury lines.
Up at the front of the ship on Deck 9, off the pool deck on the port side, you'll first come to a pair of small rooms, the Oceania at Sea Internet Lounge and the Card Room. Both spaces are fairly self-explanatory. Oceania at Sea is a business center type lounge with internet-connected computers, and now that all of Oceania's ships are getting Starlink high-speed Wi-Fi, and most guests will get Wi-Fi with their devices with what was known as a Simply More package, these computers don't offer to get much use. And we have to imagine that Oceania will find a way to repurpose the space. Though for now, it's where you'll find the internet manager who can help you out if you have any tech problems and so forth. And the card room has a half dozen card tables for bridge tournaments and the like, as well as a cabinet full of other games, which guests are free to use at their leisure. Opposite on the starboard side is a fitness center, a decent-sized and well-equipped gym. And then all the way forward on Deck 9 is the Aquamar Spa and Vitality Center with styling salon. Plus, there's the outdoor spa terrace at the bow with a large spa pool. Guests in the concierge level and above, those staterooms have complimentary access to the spa terrace, while others can purchase day passes.
Decks 6, 7, and 8 consist entirely of guest staterooms. If you're curious what one of Serena's standard veranda staterooms looks like, well, it's your lucky day because we've got a video just for you. Check the description below for a link to our veranda stateroom cabin tour video. And while we're pausing for this brief commercial break, please also consider taking a moment to give this video a like by clicking that thumbs up button. If you do not like this video, go ahead and hit that like button twice. We also invite you to subscribe to our channel. And so, all right, now let's head downstairs.
Deck 5 is the heart of the ship, especially in the evenings, with the theater lounge all the way forward, the main dining room in the aft, and a string of public spaces at midship, including the casino and Martinis lounge, boutique shops, the Atrium, and also an outdoor promenade. In fact, let's pop outside for a moment with the promenade. There's a nice wide teak deck promenade that runs about half the length of the ship on both the port and the starboard sides. And while it's unfortunate there's not a full wraparound promenade, we're nevertheless thankful that Serena offers at least a taste of the classic promenade experience. Ducking back inside, forward on the ship, there's the Serena Lounge, the main theater and entertainment venue on board Serena. It's an all-purpose space, The lounge hosts enrichment talks, trivia, occasional movies, as well as special meetings and events like the Captain's Welcome Aboard Party. Shore excursion and tender groups will also meet up here sometimes, and there's a large dance floor. And decor-wise, this is the one space where you can still catch traces of Serena's past. For instance, all the dark woods give off a distinct princess feel. Live entertainment is not one of Oceania's strong suits, to be perfectly honest, especially not the evening shows. Nevertheless, the lounge is a lovely space for performances, and this is where you'll find the live music, comedy, dancing, and other headliners each night. The shows on Sirena are all provided by guest performers since there's no permanent onboard entertainment troupe. On our cruise, the lineup alternated between a magician, a solo vocalist, and a tap dancing comedy duo.
Moving back on Deck 5, you go through the casino. It's not the largest casino, though the tables here were quite active each night during our cruise, and it has a good number of slot machines, which were very good to Diana during our voyage. The casino is attached to the Martinis bar and lounge. Martinis is a nice relaxing spot for a pre or post-dinner cocktail. It's a great place to take advantage of Oceania's 2-for-1 happy hour. This is also where the resident cocktail pianist sets up shop. On our voyage, Rodrigo was the pianist, and he was great. He'll also host music trivia here most days. And during the daytime, they'll hold cocktail tastings and other social events like a needlepoint meetup, all here in Martinis. Heading from Deck 5 midship toward the aft, you pass by the boutiques, which are small. There are only 2 little shops on board. Though you can buy Oceania branded merch here and a few other necessities and not so necessities if that's your thing. Next, you'll come upon the upper hall, which is the top section of the 2-story atrium. Sirena is a smaller, older ship, and its atrium, it's rather understated. Nevertheless, it has a certain casual elegance that's very befitting of Oceania's country club casual brand. That's their term. There's an imperial staircase that rises up in the middle of the room, and a lot of comfortable lounge seating around the atrium's upper level. This is where the classical string quartet performs nightly.
Past the atrium, at the very back of the ship, is a grand dining room. Though to get to it, you have to pass through baristas and the grand bar, probably our single most frequented spot on the entire ship. Baristas is a spot for specialty coffees during the day, and it turns over into the grand bar at night. We spent many mornings and early afternoons at baristas, including the excellent included cappuccinos and espressos, all that are complimentary on Oceania. And there's also a little snack bar here with pastries and finger sandwiches and other light bites throughout the day. On to the grand dining room, and oh, it's grand, both in its impressive scale and decor and the magnificence of the food it serves. For a ship with less than 700 passengers, Serena's main dining room is quite sizable. And it has a stately look with the dark woods and wraparound ocean view windows and the raised center with its beautiful chandelier. The grand dining room was one of our favorite spaces on board Serena. Dining here is always open seating, though we never had to wait for a table due to the room's vast size and the exceptional waitstaff. And we personally love the fact that most of the tables along the windows are two tops, and so we spent most of our meals dining with an intimate view out to sea. And we really do appreciate that Oceania serves breakfast in the grand dining room every day, and lunch is also served here many days.
Deck 4 is mostly cabins, though the medical center is situated forward on Deck 4. And midship aft is the bottom of the atrium. So you come down the grand staircase and you'll find yourself in the reception hall, and here you'll find all the onboard guest services. So the reception information desk, the executive concierge, the destination services or shore excursions desk, the Aquamar spa desk, And there you have it, the Oceania Sirena. Sirena may not be the newest nor the flashiest ship out there, but it's a fantastic mid-sized vessel with an amazing crew. And Sirena is a ship that we keep thinking about returning to in the near future. If you'd like to know what it's like inside one of Sirena's balcony cabins, make sure to check out this video next. Thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll be seeing you.